What's up, everybody? My name's Chance. Okay, we record. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into a Sorcerer's Adventures. Hope that makes sense. We're going to be trying out the Sorcerer Class first in our, adventures into this Dungeons and Dragons set. I got to looking at all the classes and, opening all my packs, and this is the one that I had that I got the most out of that also stood out the most with, reference to its ability. So, diving into it, and this I think is one of the ones that I claim to be not so great or one that I wouldn't be using, but sometimes you gotta throw a curveball. So when the Sorcerer Class enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards for 2 mana. Cycling 2. Not a bad effect at all. Not a bad effect at all. Then as soon as you level it up for 2 mana, creatures you control have tap, add blue or red mana, spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery or to gain a class level. So you can, of course, level this up with your creatures in the future, or you can use those creatures. I don't know if you see out to the right side of our Sorcerer's Class somewhere. Well, my arm doesn't go that far, but you see what I'm saying. You can cast things like Genesis Ultimatum really easily. You got 5 creatures. Well, now your Genesis Ultimatum only costs 2 mana, tapping those 5 creatures. It's a little expensive, sure, because you just tapped all your creatures, more than likely. But you also just cast a Genesis Ultimatum, which means you have the potential to find, at max, 5 more creatures in the top 5. Realistically, maybe 2 to 3. And, you restock your creatures, you get a bigger board state, you just cast a Genesis, you got some more cards in hand, or whatever, is going on. So that's my plan here today, is to use actually the level 2 of the Sorcerer's Class. Level 3, we will get there today, and we will test its effectiveness on the battlefield. I think it's a nice little way to finish your opponent out and chip them off in a sort of stalemate match, right? It's a nice way to just guarantee damage from doing what you're normally doing anyways with this deck. And I know what you're saying, Chance, what the heck are we doing with this deck? Well, we're gaining lots of mana, playing lots of spells, and we're doing it with none other than the Adventurer. So we do have Edgewall Innkeeper, which of course you generally don't attack with Edgewall, so tapping it for mana, well, it just makes good sense, and so it plays very well into Sorcerer's Class. Not to mention the fact that you have these creatures, Fae of Wishes, Brazen, Bone Crusher, Lovestruck, that are not only creatures, but also spells. So, you have a creature that you can, use both sides of. That's pretty effective. But then also, you can use your other creatures to tap to play the spell side of these creatures. So, all of a sudden, casting down Granted from Fae of Wishes, you have 4 mana. But if you're tapping 2 Edgewall Innkeepers in order to allot for 2 of that 4 mana, that's only 2 mana out of pocket. You get to dive into your sideboard, find something you really want to use to change the tide of battle, and you also have the Fae of Wishes as a 1/4, play it down. It's really just a very efficient deck at the end of the day. Genesis Ultimatum, of course, allows you to get down more of your creatures, do more of the stuff that you're already doing. And I will say one thing about the deck that you're seeing here. We kind of tried to shape it to get it exactly what we wanted here with Sorcerer's Class, teach by example, into the Genesis Ultimatum. That way you can copy Genesis Ultimatum, cast it twice. It's really cool. Couple other notes, we have multiple choice, which is another fun one. And of course, with Sorcerer's Class, you can tap all of your creatures, all of your mana, and just get the biggest possible effect. Not for multiple choice, but we'll see more cards later. Sorry, just introducing all the X costs. Primal Might, really good one. Really easy way to win the game. Sorcerer's Class may not be able to tap for that last green mana, but you can still pump this up with all of your creatures and then swing in with one single creature. So it's kind of like Exalted Angelic Exaltation or something like that, the thing that allowed you to swing in with one creature and then all your other creatures would add +1 power to that one creature or something like that. But you can use it on your Fae or your Brazen, these flying creatures, so that way you can just get on through, or you can even use it, Primal Might, destroy something, swing in, attack, and then use Primal or Kazul's Fury thereafter. And of course, this is all off the back of the creatures tapping to add additional mana. It just gives you a lot more playroom, we'll say, with cards being playable. It sort of cycled into itself. You know what I mean. Shatter Skull is really nice. And then over in the sideboard, we also have Crackle with Power, which is a fantastic way to win the game, given you can deal it to any target, and it's 5 times X. So, if you can get to 10, 15, 20 mana, whatever, which is not that hard, given your creatures tap for mana, you can deal a lot of damage. Meteor Swarm, Nice way of doing sort of a one-sided board wipe once you do have the allotted mana, and of course Sorcerer's Class allows you to get there. Ecological Appreciation, I'm just trying it out because I recently got it. You find a Cursed Idol. I think this is actually a really good card. I said it in the spoiler breakdown that I did. It's fantastic. Destroy something, or create something if you don't need to destroy either of those two. A little bit of counter magic and a Storm's Wrath to round out the sideboard. Outside of that, we do have fun things like Sublime Epiphany and Prismari Command in the deck to help keep us cycling through our cards, finding what we want to find, and getting to that ultimatum. Now, like I said, this deck is specifically, geared towards Sorcerer's Class, leaning into the Genesis Ultimatum, so ultimately, things would be a little bit different if I were to make this, middle of the season when the set's been out for a minute, and that's just something we all need to take into account. And of course, you should add your own flair to things when you're testing decks. So, this is a nice deck if you don't want to, dive full into the DND set, or you didn't have the money to, or whatever. You can just try a few cards out at a time. It works well on a deck that you've already had, and it works well with the rest of the D&D set as, well, you can take out old cards as you feel are kind of boring and replace them with other cards. So, losing these things, not that big of a deal. Also, one other side note, because I thought it was really cool. If you use Sorcerer's Class with things like Magda, you're getting double the mana essentially, right? You can tap Magda. It's the same thing as like Jaspira, only you don't have to tap Jaspira as well. So if you have Sorcerer's Class down, Rimrock, Magda, you're just going to be gaining tons of mana, with which, of course, you pour back into getting a super quick Genesis Ultimatum. This is like a weird mid-range aggro style deck. The amount of creatures that you get come the mid-game is insane. So it is technically a mid-range deck, but it hits like a Mack truck, honestly. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this deck tech breakdown. I'll leave the sideboard up there so y'all can copy it. If so, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, and of course, subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more awesome content from yours truly. Without further ado, let's dive into a Sorcerer's Adventures. Alrighty, Pablo 13, and this time, we don't have hardly any lands, but you know what? I have faith in Magic. I have faith that it's going to give me lands out the wazoo. So I'm going to keep this hand, even though it looks very dangerous. And, yeah, it's probably not my best keep ever, but we'll make it work. We'll do that thing with the stuff. Fabled Passage, I think we go ahead and drop this one down. Gain blue mana. That way if we want to drop Shadow Skull and get this, Sorcery Class working, we can and shall. I'm super happy, by the way, that the opponent's playing Cycling. Let me mention that this deck that is, like, so old. So very old. Happy about it. And I'm going to go ahead and play down a Fae, because otherwise that Draenei Stinger is just going to be putting in a lot of work on us. A lot of work. So, I mean, it's still going to do its damage, don't get me wrong. We're still sitting here like a little target practice dummy. But that's alright. They can't attack. They shan't attack. It would be a mistake. Alright. Whoa. Might as well put down the one that was revealed already. If we can get that Sorcery Class down, maybe get to the Genesis Ultimatum, might be a good way to turn this game around in our favor. Obviously, we're on... Could you stop? Just stop, Pablo. You freaking goon. That's alright. One of these days, we'll see a brand new deck. All new cards with riveting thought patterns and new mechanics and exciting ways to defeat me. But for today, we're gonna get cycled to death, because that's fun. It's cool. I like this. Choose 2. I can deal 2 damage, maybe discard 2, draw 2 for myself, or even create a treasure token that might allow me to get to, Genesis Ultimatum a little bit easier. I think we gotta save for that Prismari, right? Correctamundo. Am I dropping Gazul's Fury? Yeah, I think I'd rather drop the Fury and have the Triumph still ready for later on. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and hit next. And as soon as they go to cycle, then I'll take out the Fox. I think the Fox has to be the thing we take out over the Stinger. I know Stinger is guaranteed damage for them. The Fox is like, once it hits 4 power, it's all downhill from there. So go ahead, opponent, cycle. Yeah. Look at you, you so good. You so smart. So deal 2. Am I drawing and discarding? If so, what am I drawing and discarding? Or am I creating a treasure? For create a treasure, we're gonna be up to 5 mana. Bam. Or that. Well, let's draw 2. Alright. Deal 2 damage to any target. That's gonna be you. Target player, that's gonna be me. Hey, I'll take that. Now what are we discarding in its place? Well, honestly, this Genesis is probably gonna take us a minute to get there, but if I can get there, I'll have achieved something great. I'm gonna discard the Rimrock because I'm not too certain on it. And I'm gonna discard Shatter Skull. Would I normally discard these? No, but I want to test out Sorcerer Class, and I think this is gonna be the best way for me to do that. So, with that in mind, you know, we'll hope they don't see a Zenith Flare too soon, or ever. What is this? Stop playing creatures. 2 seconds. That's all I'm asking. Two tiny little seconds. Just stop it. I want to get this down. Let's do it. Whatever. We came to see stuff. Teach by example. Okay, so that with Genesis would be really, really cool. Really clutch. Not gonna lie, but I need the Bone Crusher. Do I get rid of Triome? I guess I get rid of Triome. What else do I get rid of, though? I guess the Teach by example. I hate this. I really want to use that, though. Oh, well. And then I can throw a little bit the edge wall down and stomp this Dranith Stinger, because, my golly, you've been down for way too long, my friend, my pal. So, if I pay 2 in, I already have 2, so we're just going to end up with the same mana. But on the following turn, I will be at 7. Genesis Ultimatum might happen. We'll see. We shall see. On this next turn, like I said, I can pay 2 for that and then get down, well, probably just Bone Crusher. I already got it out to the side. Lotus, going to be joining the field. Remember, if they cycle, they get 3 1/1s, which is a little annoying. Okay, so they're cycling. Did I expect anything else? Well, no. No, not really. Hey, they played a card and it didn't allow them to proc cycling? I'll take it. Level 2, level up. Alright, so I can actually tap Edge Wall because I'm not going to defend with him. And add blue mana. And this would allow me to use my Brazen. And that, or no. Z, undo that. If I just cast down Bone Crusher, come their turn I could cast Brazen. That's a fair play. That's a fair idea. Another Sorcerer Class. I can't tap you though, right? Because you have Summoning Sickness. But I can always do this in instant speed. And I like the idea of that in the very least. So, no attacks. In turn. And let's see what they got, Jack. We got enough for the ultimatum come next turn, so as long as they don't kill me, you know, I think we'll be okay. Maybe. I gotta bounce that Lotus. Gots to get rid of the Lotus. Right? That way they have to play it again next turn. Is that really the best play though? I mean, you know, honestly, whatever. Oh, I should have waited for the attack phase. This is gonna hurt. Oh, my goodness. They're taking it easy on me. Oh, sure. Sure then. Alright, well, this is what we came to see. Let's do it. Choose up to 5. You're 1. You're 2. Oh, well, hey, look at there. Too bad the land's inter-tapped. They were Snarls. A little awkward. Rimrock Knights can't block. Again, a little awkward. No attacks. I could. Oh, no, I can't. Alright, Lotus coming on back. not happy. Not happy. And y'all need to remember something when we're playing these matches. I'm trying to try these new cards. I'm pushing the envelope as hard as I can. If you want to take advantage, seize the moment of everybody trying new stuff and play the same old stuff, well, that's fair. That's fair. I can't blame you. Could, but I won't. What are we grabbing here? Forest? Sure. So, I have 2 of these down, and 2 of them on level 2. Do my creatures tap for 2 mana? Or no? It seems a little broken. Let's do this. Yeah, let's hit level 3. Level me up, baby. And, well, you can't block anyways. I could send you in to attack, but you're probably just gonna die. Oh, but it can't really do anything. Right. Alright, well, I'll have to do that and then undo it. So let's put down a 1/1 and put down the 3/3. Draw cards just, old classic way. El Clasico. Multiple choice. Hey, that's something we could do. We could even hit it for 4. Scry 1, return creature they control, and create a 4/4. And then after that, we'd still have these 2 plus a little bit extra. We're going to do it because I can. Can I pay 5? No. I can pay 4. Right. You just did the math, you silly goose. Do it. Alright. Sublime Epiphany. Hey, I'll take that. I will gladly take that. Choose a player. What happens to that? You may choose a player. They return a creature they control to its owner's hand. Right, them. You do it. It's going to be a 1/1. I didn't realize they got to choose. That's not really that good. What are you doing? Return a 1/1. You have 8 1/1 tokens and you're thinking... Whatever. If the game goes on, I'm happy. I'm getting to play Magic. I'm getting to do stuff. And I actually got a class all the way to level 3. So, is Sorcerer Class level 3 broken? Well, as of right now, no. Not right now. But at any given moment, I could stop being... Why are they not attacking me? Like, I guess earlier I understood it, but... Or, let me reverse that. I guess now I understand it, but why didn't they attack me earlier? So I still have 3 mana, 4 mana outside of this. And of course I can cast this with my creatures and not have to spend my mana down there. I'm going to get down to Brazen for the sake of card draw. Cycle. I really should just hit Resolve All. Right. What's my plans with this? Target creature you control, huh? So if I was to copy my edge wall, could have gotten 2 card draws off there. A little late. What are they doing? Just cycling? Okay, cool. Yeah. I appreciate the awesome stuff. I could also bounce my Fey Wishes back into hand, discard these 2 sorceries, then recast Fey, maybe clear out this entire board state. Whoa, I didn't think about that one. I mean, not thinking about it now, but I didn't think about it earlier. Maybe I should have done this before sending all my creatures away. So let's go tap, tappy, and old tappy. See what we can get here. You know what I mean? We could for sure hit it something like a Storm's Wrath, which I think I have. It would clear out a lot of what's down there. Five times X damage. How much can we actually create with that? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have access to 20 with Fey of Wishes, which would be 2 minus 20 is 18, 18, 6 times 5 is 30? I think we want Crackle. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I was to cast you down, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, shy of 1. Shy of 1. But it gives me an additional creature, so I don't know which one's better here. Like, keeping mana for Sublime Epiphany, or... you definitely should have kept mana for Sublime Epiphany. What was I thinking? So I could cast another Fave Wishes, or even a Bone Crusher, but I think for now, timer's running out. Gotta go. Yeah, I definitely should have kept mana for Sublime Epiphany. If they hit a Zenith Flare, I'm gonna be so angry. That was a weird laugh where nothing came out. No air or anything. Actually, just slight a bit of air. It was like, huh, it's very dry. Alright, so no Zenith Flare, please. I made a mistake. Oh, they had 2. Oh, they had 2. They had 2. So we were dead that turn anyways, because the amount of creatures they had 2 flares. We were close. That Crackle would have been lethal. Maybe they were just toying with us the whole time. GG either way. Oh, right, that is a stop. Alrighty, Kenny. We'll keep, even though we only have Snarls. At least we have some green mana, blue mana, all kinds. Probably go Lovestruck, then Edgewall, depending on how the mana turns out. We shall see, we shall see. Ooh. Well, that's really good for us, actually. Sorta really good for us. It allows us to play our Snarls down. I think we do go ahead and go for the Edgewall. Hopefully it lives, if not, you know, we tried. Does it get frostbitten? Yeah. The amount of decks we're going to see today that are completely unchanged, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. But that's alright. We got a Lovestruck. And of course, you know, I shouldn't speak too far out of my reach. We've only played cards that are currently around already, you know what I mean. We've only played Edgewall and Lovestruck so far, so I can't be claiming greatness quite yet. I'm gonna keep using this this Triome. I think we just go for it. I would love to get to that 6 mana mark for the Sublime Epiphany, or to have already had our Sorcerer Class down and paid for, and then, you know, we could actually cast it. That's alright. No big deal. Brazen Borrower. Now we'll resolve it. And we'll end our turn on that note. I could cycle the Triome, I suppose. Honestly, I'm fine with where we are, though. They got 2 cards foretold. Are they playing like the same old dragon stuff? Ooh, now this turn I might actually cycle that Triome. Now that I know I for sure have the Epiphany. Or will have, I suppose. Behold the multiverse. Not surprised, not surprised. What are we beholding today? Scrying 2 to the bottom? Hey, I'll take it. Let's hope they didn't find anything they needed, but, you know, rarely is that the case with Behold. Hence why people play it. I'm gonna try cycling. Cycle. Ooh, Brazen. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Should be able to use this. We already have all the blue mana and all the red mana we should need, actually, so that's good. I'll grab a little bit more blue just to be for sure. And of course, Brazen can go off on their turn completely, so can Sublime, so we'll just hold off. We shall just wait. Brazen. I don't really care about that. I don't think I care about that. If I'm gonna care about it, it's gonna be, you know, later. See you later, alligator. Sprite dragon. Not quite to the point of being able to cast Brazen plus Sublime. Could try to bounce their Brazen with my Brazen. That doesn't seem very effective. I think I just take the 4 on the face here. I think they have a form of counter magic. Probably saw it coming. 2 mana. Easy. Easy stuff. I'll just wait for now. Magda. Magda puts us out of the range of Sublime Epiphany. Could go for a Primal Might. Love Struck to Sprite Dragon. Or Love Struck to Brazen. Let's try for this. I'll still have mana for Brazen all the way, right? Yeah. So this will be fine. What does this do? Spell, searches. Okay, well, yeah, that's the only one I have, actually, so joke's on you. Although I could do this now, right? Yeah. Counter that. What is this? Turn target non-land permanent. It's going to be that one. Target creature you control. It's going to be that one. Target a player. It's going to be this. Alright, so we countered that. We're going to take out Sprite Dragon still. We got a copy of Love Struck. Don't know why it came down as that, but sure. Was that fantastic? You know, if we can get a 1/1 down, I'll say yes. If not, you know, we did stuff. Shuffled the board around a little bit. We certainly shuffled things. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. 9 lands out of the top 14. Well. Am I right? Well. Why did I bounce that on my turn? Why didn't I wait for their turn? The world may never know. I'll certainly never never know. Oh well. I mean, they can just replay it. Yeah, that's... Alright, well, let's keep it on. Might as well pull out as many lands as possible so we stop drawing them. One of these days it'll work. It'll pay off. Magda, baby. Come on. Carry me to victory. Carry me to a swift victory. Oh, I also forgot we cycled the Triomes. Oh, magic, you silly goose, you. Okay. Nice. Loving it. Living it. Wouldn't have it any other way. Hey, Bone Crusher. See if we can't get in with the Magda. Make him a little mad. Really wish our Edgewad lived a little bit longer than it did, but you know, I can't be too mad about it. There's no way of me knowing that we would draw so many lands. Ooh. Okay. I see. Well, you know, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Wait, that's not the saying. Nah, GG. Oh, right, I can't stop the recording that way.